welcome back to my channel and back to another video. Today's video is a day in the life of a small business content creator and also business owner. Today I'm actually going across the ditch, as they say, I'm going out to the beach to actually photograph and create some video content for a jewelry store business. I'm kind of because of my background and the different marketing roles I've had, and because of also the fact that, you know, I just love me some Canva. A lot of people I know who know I'm savvy at it, savvy friend Sarah here, they reach out to me and ask me to do things. Really excited about it. It's gonna be cool. The only thing I'm not looking forward to is the drive, but it's not gonna be that bad. I mean, if I can drive downtown for trial 5 days in a row, I can do this. I'm looking forward to it. I've got my camera charging and also my phone charging, which is going to be my main kind of content device today. So I'm really excited about that. Really looking forward to it. Okay, my glasses are still cracked, by the way. My new glasses haven't come in. I think I filled you guys in on this in my getting new glasses, the process of ordering glasses. I haven't edited anything, to be honest with you, in a few weeks, and it's been hard. Sunday last week, I woke up at like 4 a.m. Couldn't go back to sleep. Sent my doctor a message. I think I shared this in the last vlog. And I said, you know, we need to figure out what we're doing. And I was able to get like my prescription and everything, but it's just an unexpected expense. I'm excited to go and be around other people and look at some nice jewelry. Not that I'm going to buy anything. I'm going to go downstairs and find something to eat and then go from there and finish getting ready. So that's that. This here is the lineup. I've got this Village's white bread, the local fair jam, and then Justin's peanut butter. This is what I like to call a bomb peanut butter and jelly sandwich. This is called Ballin' on a Budget. So, little update. My dad is actually going to drive me because he wants to go see his brother-in-law, which is cool. I was okay with doing it, but now that my dad's going, it's gonna be a fun thing, and we're gonna go out to dinner afterwards. So that'll be good, and you know, it's always good to see family too. So that's great. So I'm just gonna finish getting ready and then we will be heading out the door. I see little Luna over there. She is underneath the covers enjoying her life, just not being bothered, just sleeping the day away. You know, a normal 18-hour day of sleep for her. So that's what we're gonna do, and we'll be heading out that way soon. So this is my setup for today. I've got my DJI Osmo Pocket 3 charging handle and regular handle just in case I need it so that I can screw it into the tripod, and also microphone, which I won't really need. Then I've got this Manfrotto tripod with a cell phone attachment, so we should be good to go. Decided to add the big Manfrotto tripod to my kit just in case I need it. I don't think I will, but I want to have it just in case, and a prepared content creator is a good content creator, so let's roll. Mommy's home. All right, folks, this is where it ends. I have had a productive day. My feet are actually hurt from wearing my flats because I haven't worn these flats in forever. It was a good day. I got some really cool photos, and it was a pretty good turnout considering. So I was really happy about that. I'm gonna go upstairs and shower before I come back down here and share my photos with the person who asked me to take photos today. So I'm going to do that, and then we're gonna close it out for the night. So with that being said, what's up, everybody? This is part 2 of this vlog. So I basically, upon further review by the referee of the video editing spree, I've decided to add more content to this vlog. So that's what we're doing today. And it's just going to be me talking about being a business owner, essentially. So now keep in mind, I am not a big operation here. I don't even take a salary. And my income is not steady. I mean, it varies from month to month. So there's really not, you wouldn't think from a tax perspective it would be that complicated, but here I am at midnight last night upgrading, actually it was before midnight. I had to upgrade my QuickBooks subscription to give my accountant the reports that he wants. And I'm over here like, I've been paying $20 a month for QuickBooks since like February of this year. Actually, it may have been March, but February of last year actually. And I have tried to be able to make it work. And then it comes tax, this first time doing taxes for my business. And because I've actually made money, thank goodness. And the accountant wants certain reports and I'm like, okay, sure. How do I do that? Let's just say that I am figuring this out as we go, because there is something about being a business owner that can be honestly very stressful. Now, mind you, I have nothing to stress about, okay? I don't have that much income from a business perspective, and I make more from my actual W-2 job than I do from my job here because I don't even take an income with this business yet. So I am, thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it. And it's like, okay, so I finally go and look. Earlier this week I looked, when I came home from work, I was looking online and I was like, all right, I need to figure out what I'm going to do about QuickBooks. I go on there and I see that it's like $100 a month for that subscription. I was like, wait a minute. I said, SL Pickett Media Group cannot afford that, okay? No way, okay? So then I click on another link and it's like for solo entrepreneurs or whatever. And then I see one that's $35 a month. I'm like, all right, I'm paying $20, I could pay $35. I feel like I can make that work. So that's what we did. And we're all set now. I have the reports I need, but then I'm freaking out because my QuickBooks balance and my bank balance do not match. I'm like, why does it say I have $800 when I don't? I don't. And so that's why so I'm having to go in and manually add payments and stuff. Oh my gosh. So I was up till midnight last night doing this and I was all wired, of course. And so finally I get ready for bed and fall asleep. And then I woke up at 8 o'clock this morning. I've been working on this laptop right here since 8 o'clock this morning, trying to figure out that stuff and getting everything in order and calculating, what percentage of my phone I use for my business and all these other things. So it really is something else. I'm telling you what. But this is all the journey of being a business owner. And I feel like I'll look back on this years from now and laugh because, the thing about like what I'm trying to do, all my income is based on commission. So even if one day it's all freelance work and it's all commission work. So even if one day, I actually start making money off my YouTube channel, okay? 6 years of doing this and I haven't made a penny. It is something else of another kind for this whole situation. And I'm like, okay, stressful, but it's all good. We're all set now. We're gonna go to the bank. We're gonna go tell ViStar that we need our statements. And we're also gonna figure out how to get them online because I don't wanna have to go through this again this time next year. Anyway. That was a productive visit. We were able to get everything we needed, figured out how easy it was to actually access my online banking statements. I just needed to create an online business ViStar account. So we're all set now. So now I can go back home and do what needs to be done and relax for a minute and then continue with everything that I need to do for the rest of this weekend, which is basically homework and getting this business stuff done. Working in personal injury, I see accidents every single day. I mean, that's what I deal with. And I think if anyone who also works in this industry, whether they work on the plaintiff side or the defense side, you see accidents every day, especially, working in personal injury and being on, one way or the other. But it's so funny to me because I am somebody now that I see accidents everywhere. And so naturally, I don't know if I've become even more cautious of a driver than I was even before I started working in this industry because I see how accidents happen all the time. Like earlier today, there was somebody who was literally tailing me and I was like, okay, go around me, buddy, go around me. And I'm a very safe driver. At my last job, I was unofficially an Uber driver. My dad says all the time, he's like, I think you learned you're more comfortable with driving. And I'm like, well, maybe so. I mean, that was a huge accomplishment for my dad actually teaching me how to drive because, oh my gosh, that was scary. As a 15-year-old, that was terrifying. Unfortunately, the more people that, move to Florida and more people that move to the United States of America, the more people we get in the country and in the state that start driving, I'm telling you what, it becomes a nightmare because a lot of times, like, there are people who are driving on the road who are not legally able to drive. Like no driver's license, no car insurance. Unfortunately, we are a no-fault state. There are not minimum requirements to have bodily injury coverage on your policy, or uninsured motorist coverage in this case. But it's like even this year my rates went up, and I was like, well, I mean, the cost of Netflix just went up. I mean, I'm so mad about it that I just went and switched my Netflix to the ad version, because I'm just like, I'm over it. I'm over it. But I'm totally getting off topic here now. But a lot of idiot drivers on the road. That lady didn't even use a blinker. Like, hello, it's not there just for you to, just to look at and collect dust. It's there to actually be used. Hello. Now we get to drive back home, and I actually need to clean out my car and take it to the car wash today. So yeah. I figured out my QuickBooks problem. Hopefully this is going to give the accountant what he needs. Tell me how much I'm going to have to cut a check for. I guess in hindsight, I'd rather have to cut a check than let the government borrow the money interest free, because especially considering the interest rate right now is like, I think it's I don't know what does SoFi give me on interest. I want to say it's like 3.8. They keep lowering the interest rate, which I guess is a good thing, but also, I like earning interest on my 3.8 for SoFi right now, which is about the highest you can get from what I've seen. I would rather the government not pay me back and instead me pay the government, because I don't like the idea of them borrowing my money interest free. I mean, that's like how Social Security is. They take the money, then they give it back to you when you're 65 or 60. I don't even know what the retirement age is for now. My generation, what is it, 72 now? What is the retirement age for somebody who is 25 years old? All right, so as of right now, it's 67. We got a long way to go. So, I am happy with the results of this weekend. Now I have to actually go do my actual, homework. We're looking at brick and mortar versus e-commerce because we're about to start doing Google Ads, which is really cool. And I've never done that before, and I'm really excited about it. So I'm excited to learn about that and learn how to use it because, why not? But also we're looking at brick and mortar and e-commerce and businesses that have merged and how they've been able to capitalize on both and the trends and all that. So I'm working on crafting this very scholarly and substantial, as the professor wants, in our discussion post, to basically capitalize on that. And I'm actually I'm researching and writing about Best Buy, because I remember Best Buy back in like 2008. That was when they were first entering e-commerce, which I learned that yesterday. But Best Buy wasn't really a big deal. And I remember shortly after we moved, I transitioned from private school to public school, and we actually moved to a different county for that. We were quite literally in the middle of nowhere. So I remember having to go online and order a new laptop for school, because I think in the 6th grade, we had to get new laptops because the ones that we had were trashed. They were on their way out, let's put it that way. They were like Acer laptops that we had for a long time. Had the battery replaced, all this stuff. So finally we got new laptops. Actually, no, we bought the new laptops from Radio Shack. So 8th grade would have been when the next time we bought a new laptop. And so we bought a new laptop from Best Buy. And actually, because we live in the middle of nowhere, I bought the laptop. Well, okay, with my parents' permission, of course. I purchased the laptop from Best Buy because I think 8th grade I knew how to order stuff online anyway, nonetheless. And I purchased that from Best Buy, and we lived in the middle of nowhere, so it was delivered, et cetera, et cetera. But thinking back now, I'm like, I really value how Best Buy was able to capitalize on e-commerce, because now, I mean, I sometimes, even when I need to order stuff or what have you, even when I ordered my Dyson last week, I ordered it through the Best Buy app and it was delivered to me with the same day, which is really cool. And that would be considered e-commerce. So it's really awesome and cool, and it's something cool to look at. But anyway, I'm not going to ramble for much longer here. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of combination vlog of 2 days in my life of running a business while working full time, and also trying to figure out all the things that come with running a business. I don't think anybody knows the answer to everything, but it's all about figuring it out. And QuickBooks was a learning opportunity for me this weekend, which I think expanded because of that. I also had a killer migraine around 3:30 yesterday, but nonetheless, probably from staring at the computer and trying to figure this out. it's always interesting tackling things you don't know, but that's also part of growth. So anyway, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, stay tuned for more. I post a little bit of everything. Hey, there's Luna. Luna, you going? Oh, she's going to look out the window. Oh, and push the blinds open like she owns the place. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, stay tuned for more. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye.